Well, here we are. We're going to start our new game, and it's called Burr Base because it's a snow planet. So let's see what happens. Well, here we are. We're going to start our new game, and it's called Burr Base because it's a snow planet. So let's see what happens. Well, here we are. We're going to start our new game, and it's called Burr Base because it's a snow. Here we are. We're going to start our new game, and it's called Burr Base. Get everything set. Holy crapola. Talk about feedback. Hearing myself's voice. I hate that. I know I'm talking a little bit of southern accent. It hurts when I got a sister that's southern. Talk to her and I pick it up. It's kind of like a disease. Well, we're going to go in here and see if we can freeze our little gonads off. See if we can freeze them off. Come on, come on. I think we start with a little bit less too, so it's going to be a little harder. A little harder. But we'll see. We'll see. Seven. Carrier bot. Oh, no. Constructor bot. Ooh. Not good. What do we have to work with here? This is all we have to work with? No, I think we're going to start over. Sorry. Kinda no place to grow. Let's pick somewhere new on this planet and go there. Rename it Burr Base. Let's try it again. There was no place to grow there. Here we go. A lot more space here. If you could build up, it wouldn't be bad. Well, we have the carrier bot, so there'll be no constructor bot to help out the engineers. And there's 2 engineers, 2 biologists, 2 workers, and a med. Okay, so got a good start to it anyway. Well, we're gonna have to get power, but what? I have to have 1 solar panel, really? Okay, I guess I'll deal with that. We will need a water extractor. That's what we get our O2 from. All right. All right. Get our airlock put in here somewhere. Let's put our O2 in here somewhere. Now we'll put our airlock in here. There we go. Oh crap. No, no. We want the bigger one. These guys are all gonna die if I get my shit together. You know what? These poor guys, they have no idea what they're in for. Oh my god, they have no idea what they're in for. I gotta get that airlock built, or these guys are gonna suffocate to death out here. Okay, can I? Yes, I can. That's gonna be your primary wind power right there. He's still free. Okay. Till I get those built. Ain't nothing else I can do till I get those built. Yeah, this is the second planet in the planet base, which I haven't played in quite a while. So we'll see how it goes. Had a few hiccups to begin with, but oh well. It happens. Good thing they're not real people. I'd feel bad if they all died because of me. I still feel kind of bad when they die. Get that connection built. That's right. Get it going so it's producing oxygen. Now connect the airlock. All right. We're going to do it. We can do this. We can do this. Yeah, we're in trouble. It's going to be a rough night. No power. This is a dead end, so I got to make sure, careful where I put it. Biodome right off the kitchen. One big enough to produce some food. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to maxing out stuff here. Have to have a storage. We got oxygen. Wait till we get the kitchen and biodome up, and then I'm gonna doom you guys to be on this planet forever. Yeah, you gotta get that kitchen built. Come on. Or you're all gonna thirst to death. He needs air. Get inside. Yeah, he needs water. He needs water. He needs air. Air. Come on. Somebody build that. Hey Theora, how you doing? I do not know how to pronounce that name. Itoshii Welcome. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day today. And Theora is my lovely wife. She always stops in to see what's going on. She likes to laugh at my screw-ups. So, you know, hey, nothing wrong with that, is there? It's a good thing I got a sense of humor. Well, this stream could get ugly. Hate to say it. It could get ugly. Thought they said this would be good for wind. No, it's not. They lied to me again. Can't have them thirst to death, so and give them a meal maker. There we go. That'll work. They got the storage up, but they don't have the biodome or their sleeping quarters up. Priorities, guys, priorities. I think I might just motivate you a little bit by recycling your ship there. Now you're stuck here. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, Bob, how you doing, man? How's your day going, man? I just doomed them. It's make it or not, you know. It's all on them. They're prioritizing. Let's go. We got to prioritize. Where are you going with that? Gonna build that stuff? Is that what you're gonna do? Sleeping quarters is getting built. I gotta get a mine and a processing plant. That's what I gotta get. So let's put the processing plant here off of the storage. Alright, we got a mine, we got a processing plant. If we can get it all built, we'll be good. Good, Bob. I'm glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. Got 3 of that 16. And 5. It's 11. 13. So you actually got 3 or 4 left. 1 there, 1 on the connector. It's gonna be close. Survival reached. No, it isn't. It isn't reached yet. It is not reached yet. You know water fountain's up and going, right? Come on, guys. Go get something to drink. It's this one right here we need to be a priority. Let's get it up and going. Come on. Guys, come on. You need that one. That produces your food. Don't you know what a biodome does? Oh my God. The processing plant just helps you expand. That makes you live. Okay, I'll check that in a little bit. These two don't do you any good until you connect that. And I thought you guys were engineers. Don't you understand that? Yep, no power to storage because you don't have the connector going, and you don't have that built, so it's not going to matter if you do build that connector. Come on, come on. Where's the other engineer at? Alright then, we'll go ahead and put beds in here for now. Six beds, 7 people, that's enough for now. There should be one up at all times, so. Oh, yes. Food there. Food there. 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 And there. One of those. And one of those. Hopefully we'll have enough to do it, because if we don't, we're screwed. We'll have to start over. Lima Meow, how you doing? Do I have enough to build need 2 here, leaves 4. Wow. See if we get that built. That might be our lifeline to get a few more people in here. Like workers, which we're going to need. You know, iron us so we can get a med spot going, because if we don't, we're in trouble. Yeah, we gotta do something to get that med up working here. Let's see, this is a dead end too, so I gotta be careful where I put it. Put it right there. Yep. That's ready to be built. You know, just enough to finish it. Ain't enough for that though. 1 and 1. That's not gonna get built. We're screwed. We're screwed and tattooed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We might be screwed and tattooed. Oh my God. Build that, will you please? And get that space, get that landing pad going. Let's go. Come on, come on. We need to get more people in here. And I need that. We need that to produce ore from the mine. So we can finish building that. And the other resource. Yeah, we're in trouble. Not enough power. Try to build that one, because that's the one we need. Shortly we'll have some ore in here, and that will get it going. First one's got to be workers. Oh my God. Alright, got the metal processor. Now we just got to get some ore in here so we can start producing some ore so we can get things going here. So only have 2 workers, and we need probably 2 to go out there and at least 1 to run that and to carry crap. So yeah, we can use about 3 workers right now, and then a couple biologists to expand the food when we get the opportunity. Starting to fill up the construction, the storage. Yeah, you guys really are not happy, are you? You're really not happy, are you? No, you're not. That's about the only thing you got a problem with. Working conditions. You whiny little biologists. You are the most whiny group of this whole colony. They're whining about producing food. It will help you survive. You think you'd want to do it. You have no way off this planet, so you might as well do it. Got a little bit of area I can grow into. I like that. I like that. Yeah. A carrier bot sort of bit the dust, didn't he? Yes, he did. Well, we have an ore. No one's putting it in there. This is going to be a struggle. A big struggle. Oh my God. And each planet gets worse and worse and worse. And they say wind is the primary here because not much sun. It looks like a lot of sun to me, if you ask me. I don't think they know what they're talking about. And they designed the game. There's no wind here either, just like on Mars. No wind to really count on. Come on. Get this stuff inside. Getting a little bit of food anyway. That is cool. That is cool. Need to get a couple more workers. Get that mine, that processing plant going. We're going to need that med place because one of these guys in the mine are going to break their leg and need a med. Don't see... He's just unhappy. I don't see too many others that are unhappy except for that biologist. Whiny little group, I'll tell you that. I don't need my engineers to be whiny, I'll tell you. Go cheer up, will you? All of you need to cheer up just a little. You're producing food, you got water, you got a place to sleep. Just need to start producing some metal so I can get you a few more things going. And I can get you producing that bioplastic. No prioritizing with these guys. No prioritizing whatsoever. It's crazy. They just don't know how to prioritize. That's all there is to it. They just don't know how. Got 2 ore in there. Oh, now he's producing. All right. Because you just need 1 to get that med up and running, which then that'll be good. We can repair. Get 1 more, we can start producing bioplasty again. And that'll get us on the way to expansion. So yeah, we can use a couple more workers. And at least 1 more biologist anyway. To increase food production. Yeah. You got to produce bioplastic to get that up and going. Which we'd have more starch and food if we did that. Get that up. So I got to get an ore and... But I got to get that med up and running because we'll need him. We'll need that med. Yeah. No wind. I'm not even going to build any more wind power. It's like on Mars. There's no need. There's nothing you can really do with it because there's no wind here. No wind whatsoever. Almost no wind. It's quite a bit like Mars in that respect. No wind that you can count on for power generation. So I'm just going to have to build more solar and more power collectors. And then build a few wind power to help at night maybe. It's about all they're good for, like on Mars. And that's only if you have enough wind. And you don't hear. An engineer, not very happy, but sleeping. He seems to be the only one that's really upset, so that's good. When you wake up, you go to that TV screen, just like this person is. Going up. Oh my God. Finally got the area cleaned up. Yeah, I knew that would be the case. There's nothing I can do about it. We just gotta try to get through the night. It's almost daytime, so there's no wind, so it's not helping any. The solar's about to come online, so we'll be okay. If you get any wind, it'd help too. Not a lot of excess, but ain't nothing I can do until I get some metal. There's my engineer sitting there getting all nice and happy. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Come on. Get happy. Be happy. You're not out there floating around in space like a dead body, so that you should be happy. Yeah, until I get more metal than I can do, and I'm not getting any traders, I'm not getting any colonists right now. There's that ore right there will probably get the med up and running. The next one next metal will be for bioplastic production, so we can get that, so we can keep stuff going. So I gotta get more food production, so I need bioplastic for that. So, well, woohoo, they got it all cleaned up. Well, they know how to clean up the front yard, don't they? That's a clean yard right there, I'm just saying. They good boys. Well, I should say good children, because there's men and women there. I'm not, I don't discriminate. Women can do what we do. They just have to do it smarter. That's the thing. They have to do it smarter. Get that med up and going. Yeah. Can't put nothing in it until I get some bioplastic, but yeah, we're not generating any power, folks. That's not good. There is no wind here. Yep, it's going to be a long night here. It's going to be a long night. Shut that off. Shut that off. Oh, that's why we're not getting anybody here. The spaceport wasn't connected. God damn. Okay. Wake up. Come on. Now we should get some improvements now. Okay. That makes a difference. Oh my God. What am I thinking? I'm getting a little more power put in there. I don't know. Oh my God. Yeah, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Can we say trouble? Oh, this is going to be a long night. Oh, here comes a trader and I ain't got shit to trade. Uh-huh. I need bioplasty and food. But you have neither for me, so I can't trade with you. They said your primary power should be wind. No, it's not going to be wind. It can't be wind. Not on this planet. So don't believe them. Don't believe them. No, don't believe them like I believe Bob. Come on, Bob. It's probably getting to be bedtime for you, Bob. All right, getting the sick bay up. All right. If I don't get that mine up and running, we're in trouble. If we run out of power at nighttime, we're in trouble. And we're going to run out of power tonight. Unless the wind picks up at night. I don't know. We're already draining. Yeah, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. No one coming into that. Can't turn that off. Can't turn that off. we're about down to about everything we can turn off. If there is nobody outside the base, I can shut down the airlock. Trying to minimize how much, because everything's going to run out of power here shortly. Right there's the nighttime right there. Until he hits here, nighttime isn't over. Yeah, we're in trouble. I'm going to have to settle up power first. Power needs to be taken care of first and foremost. Yeah, we're going to go through most of the night with no power. Not going good. Not going good at all. Here we go. Critical. It's about to go bad. Everything's out of power now. Water, everything. Can't bring any more colonists in here until I can stabilize that. That's for sure. We got half the night to go with no power. Need to find a... This is gonna suck. Just hang in there, guys. Hang in there. I'm gonna try to get more power going. I gotta stabilize the power. Because until I do that, we're in trouble. The sun comes up though, I'm gonna power up the mine and the... Oh crap. I didn't realize you were outside, bud. I'm sorry. Well, the wind is picking up. See, if the wind would blow, we'd generate. But it varies. Maybe I can run with wind. I'm going to need more solar to fill up the storage. Okay, guys, let's do this. I'd like to have one night where I don't run out of power. Just one night. Okay, we have an ore. We have a metal. You know what I'm going to do with it? No, I'm not going to do that. I got to get more power is what I got to do. Oh my God. Don't do me any good until I got some more. I gotta get more metal. And hopefully get through the night tonight. There we got some metal. Both my workers are in there and not producing here. Well, that's because there is no ore. It'll be in there soon. Nobody's unhappy. Nobody. Well, here we go. Stress on the base. How many did we get? And then I'm gonna shut it off. All right, we got 3 workers. So, colonists are turned off. Okay. Now. All right, let's get somebody processing some ore, guys. We need it. Gotta watch that power collection. This is the hard part, getting established and getting it thriving. But you gotta have power to do it. We're losing power already. Another ore there. That's good. Produce metal there. Okay, now we can just get that built. We can start producing bioplasty again. It's gonna be another long night with no power. Yep. Solar ain't the way to go, but neither is wind. You don't have no wind either. There's no wind to power anything. Guys, get me a little bit of metal, 2 metal. I'll get another wind generator up and we'll see how that goes. God damn. Forgot how tough this planet is. There's no wind and there's no light. Yep. Start getting some of that stuff produced, we'll be okay. Then I gotta get a lab going so we can produce medical supplies. And those trade very well. If you get plenty of those, you're okay. But until then, it's kind of a struggle. We're out of power. But until I get some metal, there's nothing I can do about the power. Because all power takes nothing but metal. If I put up a wind generator for 2 metal, I need 3 because I need the connector too. So I got to have 3 metal before I can do anything about it. Yep, we're in trouble. Night just started. Oh my God, it's a long night with no power for the whole frickin' night. And there's no wind. I do not know how I'm going to offset it. I got to make a commitment either to wind or solar. I'm going to go with the I don't know, with wind, I guess. They say that's what you should use here. We'll see. Yep, got a long night. Long night. Oh my God. I can't be helping morale with no power at night. That got to suck. And we're just over halfway through nighttime. That sucks, babe. No water for O2. So the O2 levels are still pretty good, so. Still 21%. So no one's going to die of no oxygen anyway. Not right now. It is dropping though. I just got to get that power full. So I don't know whether to go commit to solar to fill it. And then add wind, hopefully to keep it going. I don't know. I think I'm going to commit to solar is what I'm going to do. Try to fill that storage. But I don't have any metal to do it. Minimum, I'll need 3 metal. Food isn't a problem right now, so I'm on nightfall, and there we go. Everybody go to sleep now. Come on, people, go to sleep. Go to sleep. I can't build any more beds. I get some bioplasty. So until that comes up, I can't make another bed. Hey, I can't get no power. Not solar, not wind. I can't get any power. I may have to start over. This is not good. Not good at all. Can't start the way you do on Mars. See, and I can't get any traders, so I can't trade because it's just a continual lack of power. I have to try it over. Try a different way of doing it. All right, we're going to go to that planet right there. Until I can learn to survive on this planet, I don't dare go to the next. Let's try it again. Brr base. Try it again. Have to emphasis on power, I guess. Hey Tic Tac, how you doing? Thanks for the host, bud. I'm kind of sucking right now. I can't get myself established on this planet. That sucks. I have no constructor bot. I got 2 workers, 2 biologists, 2 engineers, 1 med, and a carrier bot. Okay. Got to make solar to start. Let's go with the solar. Go with the power collector. Till that's built, I can't do anything. So gotta get a water collector. We gotta get an O2. And an airlock. All right. Now we can build air, wind. All right. Gotta have a kitchen. Oh. Oh. Day's about done. I can't build anything else until that's all picked up. And they can't pick that up until I have a storage. So I'm going to put a storage out here. And a sleeping spot over here somewhere. Don't think that's going to do me any good, but get that power going. Kitchen, dorm, put a biodome out here, and then we'll just get food going. Yeah, I might get lucky there. All right. Put in a biodome right there. Then go with the bigger one, trying to conserve resources to begin with. And we'll get a processing plant going. Gotta keep that a little bit better start, but it started off kind of like that before, and then got bad after I was here. No, it doesn't. You just finished streaming for the day? Cool. No, it doesn't have multiplayer. I wished it did, but it don't. It would be nice if they did, but it can be a real... This new planet here, I'm really having to adjust myself in how to play it. Because you start off with a lot less, and power shifts from solar to wind, but the wind isn't consistent, so it makes it kind of hard. So I'm kind of learning as I go. I failed one, had to start over, because it was just a perpetual out of power. And I could not keep it going. So I just started over and tried to do something a little bit different. Yeah, I wish it did have multiplayer Tic Tac. I really did, but no, it won't have that. And I don't know how they'd work it either. You know what I mean? Have competing bases on a planet, or you're working together. I don't know. It add a whole different aspect to the trade. I know that. I gotta try to get them. Well, let's hope we got enough to do this. All right. Not going to be a lot of food to start with, but I got to go small and grow from there. I got to get a processing plant so I can take the ore that I'll be getting from the mine into metal. And take the starch and turn it into bioplastic. I got to get a landing pad made, but I got to make sure I get everything done here first. Otherwise, I'll run low on power, and I don't want to do that because that really puts a hamper on what you do. If you have no power, you can't produce nothing. You can't feed them, and then they depend on what oxygen's in the base because your O2 goes offline. Seem to be getting a little luckier with the wind here. I might just have to come on, get the water fountain. You guys are thirsty. Build the water fountain. Where's my two engineers at? Where you at? Everybody needs water. Build the water fountain. It's right there. Build the water fountain. Yeah, that's a good boy. Yeah, it has a little bit of a micromanagement system to it, you know? But also the AI really isn't as smart as it should be. You would think that if you have an engineer that needs water, but the water fountain is already set up to where you can build it, it should be prioritized. But it's really not, which is kind of odd. But it is what it is. You got to make it. AIs aren't perfect in games right now. Give it time. The AI will get better. They still put out patches for it, so it's not bad. It's not a bad little game. Has its little, it's just like every other game. Has little things in it that just bug the hell out of you, you know? And it's the power side of it that really bugs the shit out of me. It tells you on the planet the atmosphere is thicker, so solar isn't as effective, and it is very adaptable for wind. Well, the wind is very inconsistent here. So in order to offset your solar, you have to have so many wind generators to be even competitive with it. I'm getting lucky with the wind right now. So, and it's full. It makes me wonder if I shouldn't build another collector and try to store some more of that surplus energy for nighttime. See, I need a processing plant and a landing pad so I can get traders and bring more people into the colony. But I can't really bring more people in the colony until I start seeing a plus on food. Raw food. So that's the storage. I got to get all this cleaned up. There's a lot of metal in there. But if I build a processing plant, that'll be 4 metal. 4 metal for the landing pad. Yeah, so that'll pretty much eat up all the metal. And it takes metal to make the processors in the processing plant. So before I bring a landing pad, I'm going to have to make them self-sufficient in producing their ore into metal. But it takes workers to run the mine, takes workers to run the processing plant, and you have 2 workers to start. So they got almost an ore coming. So I don't know whether to build my processing plant. Well, let's see what size of processing plant I can make. 2. I'll build a 2 processing plant. All right, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, it is kind of. And the Mars colony, I got it growing up. I got enough achievements that I can go to the next planet. I think I have almost enough achievements here to go to the next planet. There are 4 different planets, and each one gets tougher and tougher because you start off with less and less. And then they do have challenges where you can go in and take a base and do it. They have one that's called, then they get down to the last one. It's called Suicide. Now, I don't know what it is. I may try that one day just to see what it's like. Don't know if I'll stream it when I first try it, but if I get the handle where I think I might be able to handle it, I might stream it. But I'll still need to spend 2 more ore just to get the 2 processing things up and running. Yeah, I may just have to wait and build my landing pad after the fact, because I still got to get a little bit more power or another collector up to store the excess power when it's generated. You see, the wind almost dies down at night, so you don't have anything to carry you through the night except for your power collectors. And that's what's maddening. And they have blizzards here because this is a cold planet. So if your people are out in the blizzard, it could be a bad thing for them. Because like the sandstorms on Mars, it does do damage to your people if they're outside. That's why I think I'll probably put another O2 and airlock over here. So no matter where they're at in the base, they can get back in quickly. And also add more things, but I'll have to have more water to do that. I might just build another collector just to store excess power to try to get through. No. You just make a colony here, and the traders and the colonists come to you. You don't fly back and forth. Yeah, that'd be kind of neat if you did. Nope, you're just managing the colony on the planet, basically. Come on, connect it. Connect it. Okay, metal processor there. And bioplasty there. So that's 2 more metal taken there. And I think the landing pad, if I remember right, takes 4. Which would wipe me out on metal. Which means I wouldn't be able to do anything for power or storage of power right away. So I gotta wait until they produce some stuff. Which I would like to get a couple more workers in here to run these things and run the mine. But I just gotta be patient and go slow. Otherwise, I'll run myself out of power every night, and I'll be right back in that loop where I can't get nowhere. Starting to produce the starch for the bioplasty, which is good. And they're bringing all the ore in and put it into the processor, which is good. They need to clean up the front yard. Clean up the yard, will ya? I know it's in the back part of the yard. No one can see it, but clean it up anyway. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4 metal, which is enough to get the landing pad up, which can help because you'll bring traders. But I'm not really in a position where I can do much trading. Starting to build up excess food. Food generator really doesn't have a lot of food in it yet, but they're starting to put it in it. Okay. I think before I start bringing too many people into the colony, I'm going to have more biologists so I can have another biodome, a little bit bigger one to produce more food. Because if you run out of food, that could be as dangerous as running out of air. Self-sufficiency reached. All right. I have to wait till I get a few more iron, a few more metal. So I may have to add another collector. I really do think I'm going to have to. So I'm just going to go ahead and commit to it and be done with it. Make a decision and live with it. That's all you can do. And that's what I'm going to do. Not a 4, a 2 would be just fine. Connected over here. So if anything goes down over here, it's separated. So that'll take 3 of the 4 metals. So oh, my carrier bot just broke down. Okay, yay. Now when I get back up to 4. I wish. You know, I wish. But without a landing pad, I can't bring no one new in. So I got to count on them to get metal built up so I can build a landing pad. And that'll be my next priority. I just wanted to have another collector, though, so if there's excess energy during the day, it also gets stored there. You know what I mean? I got to make sure I have power. Because if you don't make it, if you get into that no power thing, there are days where the solar don't develop nothing. And the wind won't develop none. So you're living off of your stored power. See right there? We're barely putting anything into it because the solar, between the 2 wind generators, which are developing nothing, they're not turning. I'm living off this solar power, and it's barely putting anything into the storage because there is no wind. None. Almost no wind. If the wind would blow, I would be filling that up. And daytime's about over, and I'm not going to have a full thing. So I'm screwed. I am truly screwed. I only seen one metal that you have extra. Unless you got one here, but I don't think you do because no one's been working there. You only have one extra. But see, when I build more power generation, see, there's no wind. Absolutely no wind. So you can't really win. I mean, I just don't see how you win. And I struggled with this the first time I played around. I don't see how you can win here. Solar's still got to be your primary during the day. Even if I make the smallest panel, it's got to be better than the wind right now. I just like to make sure that thing gets full, but I don't think it's going to get full today. Because the day's about over, and it's really not filling up big time because there's almost no wind. If the wind would blow, it'd fill up. But, see, now we're starting to lose power already. And it wasn't full to begin with. So, I don't know.
What's up, man?
Absolutely nothing.
Planet base?
Yeah, on the second planet, and I'm just getting my fucking ass killed. It says you're supposed to use wind power. The fucking wind don't blow.
That sounds about right.
And then your solar really doesn't develop a lot. So I'm starting the day with a power collector that isn't full anyway. So all night long, you're out of power, out of power, out of power. Fucking thing.
Fucking nice.
All I can do is try to get through a few days, get some metal built up, and build another solar panel to fill those collectors. And then if I can get that stabilized, I can grow. But until then, nothing I can do.
Yep.
It's on that frozen planet, and I call the base Burr Base.
Call that shit fucking outpost froze balls.
Yeah, basically. So how'd it go for you guys in Out of Reach last night?
Oh, we didn't play for long after you left.
Yeah, I would have played longer, but I wanted to get up and do this afternoon stream with Planet Base, so.
Yeah, we didn't play long at all. Fucking Noibreak's like, oh shit, I didn't realize what time it was. I gotta go.
He thinks he needs sleep like the rest of us.
Yeah, I was getting pretty tired myself.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. It was just like I hit a wall. All of a sudden I just, God damn, I could just go to sleep. I mean, I got the food. Food's all right. It's not great, but I don't have no landing pad. I got to try to get the power stabilized before I worry about that. And I need more workers to run the processing plant because I only have 2. And one's asleep and one's out in the mine. God damn it. But you got to do what you got to do.
Pretty much.
Well, it looks like I might get through this night. The wind seems to be blowing, and I'm generating excess power. Cool, cool. Well, now that just stopped. Fuck.
Right. Now, fucking, you start getting meteor storms, fucking wrecking your shit.
Yeah, on Mars, that's what happened. I remember I played over there to get the thing to get over here. I had 12 people sleeping in my little sleeping area. A meteor hit it, killed 12 of my 14 colonists.
You know, I was reading up on that.
And you know what sucks? What sucks was all my biologists were in there.
Damn. You know, I was reading up on that game, and it's kind of smart how they do certain things. Like, you know, fucking, like how if you get hit by a fucking meteor, like if you reload the game, you get hit by the same meteor again.
Yep.
You can't avoid them. You know how they do that? Basically, like the game figures ahead like 20 or 30 minutes where all the meteors are gonna hit, so they're already pre-planned. It's just you don't know where the game already knows where they're gonna land, but you don't. So they kind of do that so you can't cheese it and reload a save. I think that's pretty awesome.
It is kind of funny how they do that. Because I did do that one time, and then by God, it come back and hit me again, same place. So I said, "Yep, the fuckers know exactly what you're doing." And really, that's kind of a funny way to do it. I think it's kind of neat, really. So there's no way to avoid it. If you fuck up putting something at the wrong place, you're fucked.
Pretty much. There ain't no way to avoid it.
That is kind of funny, though. God, I just might make it through the night. With very little power left, but I just might make it. I'm going to get me another solar up to try to put some more power in those collectors. That wind is so inconsistent. I'm a little bit under half power, and it's still going down. The solar's turned in to get more power. Thank God. But I don't know if it's going to generate enough to offset it, you know what I mean? I'm using up 29. I'm only developing, right now with the solar, like 20, 24. It's still going up a little bit because the wind's starting to blow a little. So I'm broke even now. There we go. But to build another solar, I'm going to need at least 3 because it takes 1 for the connector and 2 for the solar. Yep. And I have 1, and they're producing 1 in the processing. But I only have 2 workers. They either work the mine or they work the processing plant. That is a great command. That is a great game mechanic, isn't it? Yeah, because no matter, even if you reset, you're still going to get hit again. That just, you know what I mean? Unless you start a whole new game. That's the only way to avoid it. And I like that. That is kind of funny. And I enjoy that. Because then there's no way to really cheat your way out of it. You know what I mean? But once you get into what I would call the power or the death loop, you might as well start over because there's no way out of it. It's there. Once it starts, there's no coming back from it. On this planet, it isn't my food that's my loop. It's my
fix up a sandwich.
All right. It's just my power generation. I can't get ahead of the curve, you know what I mean? So I can't really expand until I get that under control. And I sound like I'm frustrated. I'm not frustrated. I just don't know what I can do but sit here and wait for him to develop the goddamn metal so I can do it. There's nothing more than I can do. I have plenty of ore. I may just have to shut the mine off and put the workers back in the base, which is what I'll probably have to do. because there's only 2 of them. All right. So unless I shut that mine off, because right now there's 1 in the mine, and I'm just going to shut it off. So they're going to come back in the base. So hopefully they'll produce some metal. I guess that's the only way I can do it. Shut the mine down, put them in the processing plant. So you got to find some way to do it. But see, it's the power that really has me concerned. If I could get that filled up, but see, we're coming toward the end of the day. That's the day. We're about halfway through the day right now. So I'm hoping to get that filled up before the day ends. If not, it's going to be a long night of out of power. And this game is fun to play. Don't get me wrong. I like it. And Cal plays it also. And he was just in my Discord. And he's played it before too. And it's a tough little game. And each planet gets a little tougher. And they got 4 planets right now. So, but you got to get... That's true, Tic Tac. That is so true. But it's part of the game, which that's what makes the game a challenge. You know what I mean? And that's why I like playing it. I really do. That's why during the day I play these kind of games, and at night I play my multiplayers. But I play these games during the day because I get a craving for this kind of stuff. And I do have games like Stellaris and other games where we can go in and work together and play, which is what I want to do during the day sometime too. Get some people who have Stellaris. We get in, we work co-op and try to conquer the universe. But I'm still messing around with trying to learn all the mechanics of the game so I can play it decently. You know what I mean? I don't want to come... I am a noob with the game, so I'm still learning. So you'll see me whenever you see me get a Stellaris. Basically, I'm just going in and do a learning curve. That's all. Well, that did work. They are in the processing plant producing metal. I now have 2 metal. So I need 3 so I can get another solar panel up and going. We're developing enough power. We're actually putting power into the other collector. That is nice. Actually getting some wind. I might have to have probably 3 solar and probably have about 6 wind power to actually make things work, I think. Yeah, the AI is a little wonky, let's say. But it works. You know what I mean? It works. The problem I have with my biologists, they're whiny. They get unhappy so easy. So this time I started with a smaller biodome because I have 2 biologists. It just seems like if you put too much food production on, say 4 or 5 of them, you'll have half of them be whiny. If they don't produce food, they all die. Why would you whine? I don't understand that. If your biologists go on strike, you're fucked. It don't matter what you do otherwise, you're done. You really are done. If I can get 3 metal, but see, then I need 4 metal to put my landing pad going. I don't know if I should do my landing pad first, which I think I probably will, before I worry about another solar. Because I'm getting lucky with power generation right now. Yeah. And I enjoy this game. And like Tic Tac said, it'd be nice if they had some kind of co-op, you know what I mean? It would be kind of neat, you know? Or you could trade with each other. Or if you just feel like being a dick and you go pound on each other. Because I don't know how you'd pound on each other because you don't really have any military units. But you could trade with each other. That would be kind of neat. All right, we're almost going to top off both of them. That's kind of cool. Because it's nighttime and I'm generating enough power, I'm still putting power away. Oh, I might just catch a break. I just might catch a break. Because they still got 3 ore. So the metal process, okay. So that means I can still make 3 more metal. I got to get that converted. Then I'll start the mine again. Get some more build up. Probably so, Tic Tac. Probably so. Now on Mars, you get all those meteorites that come down and hit periodically, too. So power isn't an issue right now, but in time it will be. There's no doubt about it. It will be. All right, I can build another solar. But I think I'm going to try to get my... because I'm producing pretty good food right now. So, we're in good shape there. So I'm going to try to get 4 metal and try to get my landing pad going so I can get traders. And I got to get me a med going. Yeah, because I got the mine. I could get people hurt. And if that happens, they won't work. They just go lay down. I got 2 biologists. And they really don't do much for my little biodome. But I'm happy. There aren't a lot of them who are unhappy or anything right now, which is good. Which is good. Holy crap, I'm generating enough power that I'm not using any and it's nighttime. Holy crap. The gods are being good to me. 73% in the storage. I really don't have until I get enough metal, get this all converted to metal. When this all gets converted to metal, then I'll open the mine back up and start getting some in. You will get hostile visitors who come, and they'll once they enter your base, they go rogue and they start shooting your colonists. So you got to get a security system bit up and armed guards in your base. Power seems to be of a surplus right now. Me likey. Yeah, I gotta try to get my landing pad out. I need to get a few more workers in here so they can run the processing plant and the mine at the same time. And that'll help a lot. And get traders in here because I can do a little bit of trading. If nothing, to build up credits slowly but surely over time, so I can purchase stuff. You know. So, Mr. Mads, have you what planets have you played on? Have you played on the other planets also? This is just the second one, and I haven't done the third or the fourth. And I can imagine they get a little tougher. I notice I don't have a constructor bot here. All right, we got 4 metal. Okay, when you get that one turned into metal, I'm turning the mine back on. All right, you guys can go back and play in the mine because I'm now going to build a landing pad. It's going to take 5 to do it because you got to have the connector too. So let's do this so we can start getting stuff in here. Get that finished and then we'll be ready to roll for you guys to get back into the mine. Because we need that metal right there to get the landing pad going. A little bit of the third. Yeah, I played the third before, but it's been a while, but I figured I'd get to it eventually. I like the game. The game's a good little game, but yeah, it's kind of like Stonehearth, Banished. It has its moments where you just want to pull your hair out if you got any. Anymore, the only hair I have is on my back. It seems like it just slid down the back of my head, down to my back over the years. It's gotten pretty thin on the top. Get that so we can get the... Need one more metal, and that's what you're producing. Once you get that produced, I'm going to turn the mine back on. A little bit, yeah. The third one, I don't remember much about it, so it'll be a learning experience, just like this one has become. And each time you got to go on a slower pace, otherwise you'll just get overwhelmed. Come on, turn it into... Yeah, there we go. Now we'll have the landing pad going. There we go, guys. So, take it out there and put it, and I'm going to turn your mine on. Because we have no ore left, so we might as well start getting some. And try to get you some extra workers here so we can run both. Yeah, it's a lot different, I'm telling you. Yeah, tonight we'll be doing 7 days, so I'll get that server fired up tonight, ready to roll. I'll have to post that on my news feed and tweet it out so everybody knows. Yeah. Yeah, okay, we got that mine. That guy went back out there. Come on, one of you engineers get out there and do your job. Come on. And I got to get at least one more engineer in here, too. Because with all this power out here, I'm going to have to get a factory going so I can produce spares. Or I'm in trouble. But right now, it's just getting the... Come on, get that up. Yet? No, actually, I'm getting lucky with the wind. I got two full 7,500 power collectors. Oh, yeah. I'm getting lucky. It looks like I might be able to just get stuff going. But with just 2 workers, I have to shut off the mine, put them in the processing plant. When everything's done there, put them back in the mine. When you only got 2 of them, that's about what you have to do. Treat them like slaves. All right, here we go. I just want a couple of workers, at least 2 workers, at least 2. And that's getting, it's 70. Won't worry about getting another one until it hits. Well, we can put some more beds in here for more people. That's what we can do. Put a couple more beds in here. There we go. For anybody who comes now, we'll have a bed. You went and took a break when you got to 99% on that ore. Really? Finish it!
Hello, sir.
Hey, hey. So how you been?
Busy.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, but when you go to the post office and mail off artwork to Australia, and then you realize that you got to pay for some vendor stuff for 2 different Comic Cons this year, it's just like, oh my god.
Yep. I think we're up in getting up close to 63. We're getting up into the 60s now.
I had $1 for every time I fucking went to go send off fucking artwork. I'd be fucking still poor.
Well, it cost me like $14 to ship it.
Huh. Yeah. Well, let's see what he's got. Well, yeah, let's see if we can swing that.
I love that. Did you know that 2 to 3 glasses of wine per day can reduce your risk of giving a shit?
Yep, I seen that. Yeah. Yep. Getting pretty tough. When everybody thinks they have to sleep, what? What's with that? Yeah, get out there traded. We can use that metal. Yeah, we'll make it to tonight. That's not a problem there. The night's about over, and we're just now starting to get into the power, so that's good. Yeah, the hordes get a little tougher, and that's also a lot too. Everyone that's on is getting a little higher level too, so that's adding to it too.
They ever tell you if they fixed the fucking Imperium server?
Oh, I haven't checked my email. I'll have to do that. Sorry, guys. Hang on.
They sent a reply at like 5:41 this morning saying, "Hey, Desigus, do you still want to have the server reset and installed?" And I just said, "I do, yes."
Yep, I seen that. It's in there. So they probably reinstalled it, and it should be ready to run. Should be.
No, they were waiting on a reply. They hadn't done it yet. So I just replied to the support ticket.
Okay, cool.
I'm too busy playing Minecraft.
Minecraft. I like to watch Minecraft being played. I don't think I could play it. Twisted Ricard? Is that what that is? Ricard?
You could
Twisted
play it.
Ricard?
You just have to start out slow, like learn the game first, and then dip your toes into playing with mods and shit.
Well, I have the game. I just haven't played it much.
Yeah, I don't like like I said, dude. Fucking, I regret it every day not fucking picking up Minecraft when it was like $14. I just can't see spending the fucking $30 on it now.
Yeah.
Geez, I got it for way less than 14 even. I got it for like 8 or something.
Yeah, when I got mine, I paid about 14 for mine.
I mean, it's not like I'd play it every day, but it's like, it'd be something that you played when you were really fucking bored and you didn't feel like playing shit else, or you just wanted to sit back and chill.
Well, I'm good with power. We is good with power. Yeah, get us another ore going. I'm trying to get you some. Oh, here we go. How many did we get? Two. All right. We got 2. All right, let's go up here. All right. Give this a shot. Got 2 of them in there, so we should be getting some ore build up now. So hopefully we can get things going now. We'll see. Yeah, and Theora's gonna get home about 3:30. That's when I end the stream. And then we're gonna go see Wick 2.
Cool.
She said, what do you want to see? And I said, I get to choose this time. We're going to go see John Wick 2. We take turns choosing what we go see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I want her to be able to see what she really wants to see once in a while. And she'll pick movies that I'm not really interested in. But once I go to them, they're pretty good. I haven't been disappointed yet.
Is she sitting next to you with a gun to your head?
Is that? I was gonna
No.
say, is that the happy wife, happy life idea?
No, not really. No, because we both enjoy about the same genres. But she does like, she likes those movies that have a lot, like a real intellectual view. And I've never really liked those things. But when I go, it's kind of nice. I'm not one of those, guys with a big degree, doctorate, or anything. But I don't mind smart movies. And then there's the Marvel and DC movies. We just don't care. We go see them anyway.
The Marvel movies, anyways. The DC movies are pretty shit.
Well, she's a DC person. I'm Marvel. She's Star Trek. I'm Star Wars.
I don't know. See, I was never one of those people that fucking pick Star Wars or Star Trek. I love them both.
I do too.
I
But
mean, Star Wars is probably a little higher up there than Star Trek, but I still enjoy them both.
oh yeah, I go see them both too. The difference is that Star Trek is more social and some of the things that it does, where I like Star Wars because it's definitely good versus evil. Depending on what you consider evil and what you consider good.
Yeah.
When I play Old Republic, I'm always Sith.
I don't know. For the most part, the Sith stories were better. Like most of the Sith stories, they stick out more. Like I enjoyed this shit. Like for a long time, my main character was a Jedi Knight, but fucking the Jedi Knight story was a little too fucking cliche for my taste.
All right, we're gonna have to get a med built here, so let's see what we
Whereas
can
like
do.
the Sith Warrior story and the Sith Inquisitor story, like I played both of those dark side as shit, so like I was always like force choking somebody or murdering somebody.
That's probably where I should put my security, you know. And this is a dead end, so I have to make sure I put it where it's not gonna kill me in my expansion. So I don't know. Well, I can get another connector there, so.
Damn, they got back to me quick.
Did they?
Took about 6 or 7 minutes, and somebody just sent a message saying, "Okay, I'll do it now."
Cool, cool. Well, it's office hours, so yeah, they're going to be there to answer you. I'm sure overnight they don't have too many people in that service department.
I mean, it still really didn't take them that long. I mean, you sent them a message when we were playing Out of Reach, and
Yeah, and they started replying. Yeah, about 15, 20 minutes.
well, I mean, after that last message you sent them, it said you sent a message at 3:09 a.m. and then they responded at like 5:41. So that's not too bad considering it was the overnight crew.
Right. Okay, we're getting food built up. That's good, that's good. Oh yeah, that's good. Let's put another meal maker in there.
Well, I don't really want to get started on Empyrean until you're back, I guess. So I'll just have to figure out something else to play for a while.
Okay. Well, tonight will be my 7 days night, but I'll be going till like midnight or so, and then I'll switch over to Imperium.
Fuck that, I ain't waiting that long.
Well, you don't have to, man. Just let me know what planet you're on. It's up 24/7, so play.
It's just boring fucking being on a planet by yourself, but fucking I'll tough it out.
But you know I'm coming, so I'll be there later. All right, we're gonna get our med going. The mine needs to produce some more. Getting ahead of the mine. Finally got the power fixed. Got the power going. God damn. Didn't know if I was ever gonna get that going. I really did not. But that's all right with me. If I can get it all set up. People are constantly messaging me. Tiara tweeted to me. She goes, "Do you think they have this deal at our local Target?" It says free cookie dough when you buy a Ouija board. Like if you gonna bake cookies with the devil?
Wow. I think I'd buy the Ouija board and just, you know, get really high or something and play with the Ouija board and see what happens.
Well, we keep a Ouija board around because her sister gets freaked out by it.
Yeah, there was one in my house when I moved in. I just left it there, just to mess with people.
Yeah, her sister really gets freaked out over Ouija boards and dragons and stuff. So my wife has a lot of
really?
Yeah, she does not like them. I don't know what it is, but my wife has a lot of dragons and Ouija boards sitting around the house just to freak her sister out when she comes to visit.
That's so messed up, but it sounds like so much fun.
Never heard of anybody being scared of dragons.
She don't like them. I don't know what it is, but she don't like them.
I
I
get being scared of clowns more than I get being scared of dragons. And
When
I'm
it
not
co-
scared of
I don't
clowns
get
either.
I don't get being scared of clowns either, but like honestly those creepy clown dudes, you know, that were in the news or whatever about, you know, they'd go around and, you know, come at people with like machetes or whatever, like out of the woods or whatever, you know. Like go ahead, do it. I'm just gonna punch you in the face as hard as I can, and then take the machete from you and beat you to death with it.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude.
I'm not
I
a
got
big clown
concealed
fan.
carry. I'll fucking shoot a motherfucker. Motherfucker starts coming at me with a machete.
Yeah, that's what I was
There's
gonna
like
say.
videos on YouTube of them like chasing cars and shit. I'm like, go ahead, do it. I'm just gonna slam on the brakes and watch you just slam into the back of my car.
Yeah, I'm not really afraid of clowns, but there's just something about clowns that they just kind of creep me out a little bit. I've never been fond of them. And the creepy clowns really just, I don't know. It just brings out kind of bloodlust where I just want to go out and shoot them all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like people who do that are stupid. Like they're just literally asking to get shot.
Exactly.
Exactly. Shot, beat the hell out of, who knows?
Like honestly, how stupid are you to go like dress up in a clown costume and then go stand on people's like front doors, like on their porches and crap when you know they have cameras and they're watching you the entire time? And then, so not only are you caught trespassing, but then you're trespassing with a weapon, so there's intent. So, yeah, go ahead, go to prison for life because you're an idiot.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
quite a few states out there that allow you to fucking, like, if you think your life's in danger, you're fucking more than welcome to fucking shoot them.
I actually got told by a cop here in Iowa that if someone's going to break into your house in this state, let them come halfway through the window and then kill them.
Exactly.
You don't want to wound them, you want to fucking kill them, because if you wound them, chances are they can turn around and sue the shit out of you, so.
Well, I'm ex-military. I beg you to break in my house in the middle of the night.
Me too.
Because I've heard of fucking lawsuits where fucking somebody tried to break into somebody's house. The person that was breaking in fucking cut themselves open on the busted window and still ended up fucking suing the homeowner. And actually won. I'm like, well, you gotta love the United States justice system.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
I got a
See,
stepbrother. I got a stepbrother.
They get hurt, but because they get hurt on somebody else's property, even though they're doing something illegal, that homeowner is responsible for any injuries that happen on their property.
Yep.
Yeah.
So less headache, just kill the motherfucker.
Yep.
just
I
kill 'em, it's
got
easy.
I got a stepbrother who works for the Florida Department of Law Enforcement there in Florida, and he said like this: someone breaks into your house down there. He said you put 3 runs into him, wipe your prints off, hand it to your wife, and say she defended herself. He
True.
says guaranteed your wife won't go to jail.
Hey, did you hear about the lady in Texas that actually did that? She worked at this little diner, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
And it was open. You know, it was one of those little diners that's open late. You know, like 2 or 3 in the morning. Well, she had to walk to her car. Well, she always kept a .38 revolver in her purse. So she was leaving one night, and some guy like came up and like mugged her and like took her purse or whatever.
Kenji, Bob,
And-
you're back.
It took her a second to realize that she still had the gun in her hand after he took her purse, right? So as he's running away, she empties the entire gun into his back, right? Just boom, 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 boom. In court, they took her to court, right? The defense wanted her charged with murder because the guy died. And the judge was like, wait, he took your purse and you shot him in the back 6 times? His only question to her was, why didn't you use more rounds?
Yeah, because I mean, some states,
And then he threw it out.
well, some states it's illegal to shoot somebody in the back. Like if they're running away, that's showing that they're fleeing, and technically it's illegal to
Right.
shoot them.
And so in a lot of states it's like that, but not all. And it depends on the judges.
Texas.
Judges. And the judge has a lot of leeway on that too.
Because see, Florida is a stand your ground state, so I mean,
Yep.
you're more than like if somebody's got intent on doing you bodily harm, you're more than welcome to kill that motherfucker. But I mean, I guess that's the thing. A lot of people say they can do it, but I guess you really never know until fucking you're put in that position.
Yeah,
I mean, I got a concealed carry, and I like anytime I'm out and about, I usually carry like either a 40 or a 45. So like, I don't ever want to have to use it, but I'd like to think if somebody fucking had me or my family and they were intent on doing some bodily harm, I'd like to think I'd have the balls to fucking to use
Right,
it.
right. But here, that's like a combat situation. You don't know how you're going to react when that situation arrives. It's some people have that, fight stance, and some people have that flight and run. You know, you don't know what your reaction is going to be until that moment happens.
Exactly. It's like that good old saying, everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
yeah, like I actually remember when I got There was a fight that happened like that when I was a kid. Like, I got in an actual fist fight with somebody, and I was like, wait a minute, you just hit me in the face, you bastard. And all it did was just make me mad. So I just went to wailing on them. And they're like, stop hitting me. I'm like, you deserve this.
I don't know. I guess I've always been like really lucky. Yeah, I got in fights as a kid, but the older I got, I was just like, really? Like, I see adults like fucking fighting each other, and I'm like, you guys are fucking idiots. Like,
Yeah,
really, what does it
yeah.
prove? Not a fucking thing.
Not a thing.
Plus, the older you get, the longer it takes to heal, and that shit hurts.
Yes.
Right.
I can still do everything I did when I was 25, but I'm telling you what, I take a lot longer to heal.
It's going to take me 2 years to heal. And like 50 naps.
Yeah.
Even simple shit like a busted lip takes like a month to heal, and you're like, God damn it, it's not worth it.
I don't know. My dad fell out of his country place, his farm place. He was
Let's see.
taking something out.
We
he walked
have
down this little hill they got from their house to the like a lower part of their yard, and it's kind of a steep hill. Well, it was covered in ice. He slipped and he fell. Well, when he was a kid, he already caught his pinky in a hay baler, so it was already messed up, right? Well, then he broke that finger, so he had like 3 pins in it, and he complained about it so much. I'm like, you caught that thing in a hay baler when you were like 12. Did you complain about it then? No. You just sucked it up and dealt with it, and it's been messed up ever since. And then you fall and break it. Not my problem. He's like 70, so it took like a year to heal, but like...
Well, I had 5 guys jump me one time, and the only thing I got out was a broken rib, but I didn't know it was broken until later that night because of all the adrenaline. But when the police broke it all up, they set me over by one of their cars, and the kids are down there, and they go, I was telling, because I know the kids, I said, you know what? If that's the best you guys can do, you better go home and ask Mama for forgiveness for the ass whooping I'm going to give you later. And the cop looked at me and said, if you don't shut up, you're going to jail. And I said, I don't care if I share, as long as I share his cell. And yes, I did spend the night in jail that night. Only because I wouldn't shut my mouth up. I'm glad I've grown older and more mellow.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I was never really, like, a shit talker, like, fucking, like, but I always, like, I had a really bad fucking temper. Like, my dad, like, it takes, like, he's really mild-natured. It takes him forever to get pissed off, but when he gets pissed off, it's bad. Now, my mom was, like, a little fucking 5'2" or 5'3", so she was a tiny woman and fucking... But she was like a stick of dynamite. Like, all you had to do was look at her wrong and she'd flip off. And I was always like that, so I never really like talking shit very much. I always preferred to take more action.
The funny thing was, Slow will tell you this story too, but he went with me one night with my ex-wife and I and one of her friends out to this place called, I can't even remember the name of the bar now, but we went out, we were just having fun, whatever, hanging out. And this guy just got stupid belligerent drunk, like, in the bar. I have no clue who this guy is. He just comes up to me, he's like, man, you gotta get out of here. I'm like, for what? I didn't do anything to you. Now, mind you, I'm standing there with my buddy, Slows, Marine, me, Army, 2 other Army guys, and a Navy guy. And we're all sitting there just drinking beer, hanging out, bullshit, whatever. And this guy just gets stupid, right? So I'm just like, you know what? I ain't gonna fight him. I could have just absolutely just beat the dog crap out of him right there, but I was like, is it worth going to jail? No. Is it worth doing it in a bar? No. So I just was like, all right. So I just went outside, and I was getting ready to go anyway. And
Well, the stupid thing was these 5 guys were messing with me in the bar. And they come up and said, we're going to kick your ass. And I stood up and said, well, we might as well go outside and do it now. Their eyes got big. But
yeah, because they didn't expect you to do it.
No. And when we got out, we was walking for the door, and they were kicking my feet trying to knock me down. Well, when you go out the door, there was a little gap between, like a little vestibule. Well, when they got out there, the one kid said, you ain't going nowhere. And I says, oh, yeah? put my arms under his armpits, picked him up, pulled him into that corner where they couldn't throw any punches on me, and I pummeled his ass for about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
And somebody got a lucky kick and hit me in the ribs. Goddamn, I still don't know who did it, but.
Well, this kid, right? He got all mouthy with me, right? And then when he was finally outside, I was like, I kept texting slow, you know. I was like, dude, you gotta come out here. I'm about ready to kill this kid. And he's like, okay, right? And he comes outside, right? And not even kidding you, the second I was gonna just absolutely beat the living dog shit out of that guy, the cops roll up in the parking lot. 2 cop cars. Right? I did nothing. I did absolutely nothing to this kid. Him and his brother both got arrested. This was the same guy who bragged the entire night, right, in the bar, and you could hear him across the bar, oh yeah, I went to prison because I got too many DWIs. I was like, bro, you are stupid.
Spares Workshop. That's what we need right there. We can't let our power run out.
Like, that's why I don't like going out. I hate it. Like, if I'm gonna get drunk with somebody, I might as well just do it at their house. At least then I know I'm not gonna, like, get pissed off at them, you know?
Well, that's the way it is anymore. That's why I don't go out to bars anymore. Because it's not really worth all the drama that goes on there. And a lot of them, they say, well, remember when you did this? And I'm looking at them, I said, you know, that happened 40 years ago. You ain't over it yet? Grow up. And I walk away.
Yeah, the drama is just stupid. It's so dumb.
So I don't even go out to bars anymore. I mean, every once in a while I will go out with a couple friends periodically. Thing is, I don't drink anymore. So I drink soda and they can drink all they want. But I want to keep my wits about me. I'm not a big guy. So I can't really let the big guys throw the first punch. By God, laws of physics come into play. And I'm not about to let them land the first one.
I would, just for the sake of its self-defense at that point. So if they end up bleeding on the floor, it's not my fault.
Well, with me, it's like this. If they're bigger than me, even if I throw a punch and knock them out and they fall on me, they still win. That's just it. Because most of the people that want, it always seems like for me, if somebody wants to pick a fight with me, it always has to be the biggest motherfucker in the bar. For some reason doesn't like me or just wants to come and push me around a little bit. It always seems to be like that. And, no, it just isn't worth it.
My dad always had a buddy like that. Like, every time they ever went to the bar, as soon as he walked in, it wasn't 5 minutes and somebody wanted to fight his ass. It's like, just because of the way he fucking looks. Like, people, like, he just looks like a cocky piece of shit. And really, he is a cocky piece of shit. But, like, you could just look at his face and tell that. So, like, it never took more than about 5
there
minutes.
We go.
Somebody was fucking trying to drag his ass outside.
There we go. We are done.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. I've realized in my age, I think I've grown up to the point where it's like, all right, well, if somebody wants to fight, all right, you go ahead and fight. But I'm good. Like, that shit hurts, and it takes too long to heal. Man, I'm almost tempted to buy Planet Base just to play it, because I like building stuff.
Well, it's a pretty fun game. I mean, it's not like incredibly polished, but I mean, it's fun for killing a few hours here and there.
Yeah, and a lot of times, and it's one of those games also, as long as you turn off your landing permissions, if you have to take a break a little bit, you can walk away, and it'll pretty much run itself to a point. But if something happens, like on Mars, and you get a meteorite hit something, if you aren't there to correct it, yeah, you could wind up in a death loop.
And the way they figure out, like, the meteors hitting, like, they figured it out, like, 30 minutes in advance, so you can't just, like, if you get hit by a meteorite, you just can't, like, reload it, because, like, it'll still land in the same fucking spot, so it's pretty good that there's not a way to cheese it.
That is a neat part of the game. I do like that, because there's no way to get around it. without starting a new game. But it's still already playing what's going to happen to you 30 minutes out.
Yeah.
No wind. So now we're living off our power now.
Oh my god, that's a lot of ducks.
Ducks?
Yeah, I'm watching this video. It's 5,000 little ducks, like little ducklings, swimming in a lake. 5,000. Where the hell do you get that many ducks?
I have
Oh
no
my
idea.
god. Oh my goodness. And they're
I-
fast little bastards too.
I know where I work, they got a little lake that they put in next door, and we get a lot of geese out there. At the peak, there'll be 100, 150 of them, and they'll come up into the parking lot, and they expect me to go shoo them away. I understand geese, when they're in a gaggle like that, they're aggressive. Don't push them too hard. And I don't care who you are, if 100 geese come at you, you're running.
Okay, I officially feel bad for a cat. It got stuck in like a little duckling's pen. This must be like a place where they like raise ducks or something. But it got stuck in there, so there's like 40 little ducklings like cornering this little kitten, and it's like freaking out trying to get out of the thing, and it turns around and it's just like, that's it, I quit. You win.
Well, geese are some vicious motherfuckers anyways. Like one goose will like fucking like charge you like it ain't fucking nothing. They're
Wait,
brave motherfuckers.
yes, they are.
They ain't very smart, but they're brave as fuck. I'll give them that.
Yes, they are. And if there's 100 of them, you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. May not kill you, but you're going to be black and blue all over.
Well, I've learned like at an early age to watch out for geese because my fucking buddy, like they used to have a fucking farm over at their house. Like they had like all kinds of animals. They had like emus and fucking geese. And there was this one fucking goose, dude. That motherfucker, like, he'd stay away from you, but if you turned your back, that motherfucker'd come up and like get you right on the ass cheek, like just bite the shit out of you. And fucking, I
Medical
learned real
supplies,
quick how
no,
to
not
turn your
infinite,
back
because
on
I don't have a
those
lab
bastards.
yet. We'll keep medical supplies there. Spares.
If you get a real mean chicken, they'll do that too.
Yeah,
Semiconductors.
Oh my god. Chicken, like, I was helping this guy on his farm and we were getting eggs, you know? And I went in there and he's like, just stick your hand in there, right? Yeah, what he failed to tell me was the one hen on the end was a real bitch and decided she wanted to poke everything that had eyeballs. So, like, I went in there, you know, just normal, and then all of a sudden I went to go stick my hand. I didn't even get close, man. She was like already out of her like little like nesting spot and just like pecking the hell out of my hand. I'm just like, I'm gonna kill that damn chicken and eat it later, I swear to God. He's like,
Yeah,
don't
there's-
mind her, just push her out of the way and take her eggs. She's fine.
There's certain breeds of chickens that are worse for that too. Like those fucking chickens, like it's like a special breed that they use for like those cockfights down in Mexico and shit. Those fucking things, dude. Those are some bloodthirsty bastards.
Yeah, I think that's has to do with breeding, I think.
Yeah, it's a
It's
certain
got to,
breed,
yeah.
but they're fucking bloodthirsty bastards.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, they like there's some farm animals, man. Because I grew up like helping people on their farms and stuff and kind of doing that kind of stuff. So it's just like, man, you get around a cow who's like mad or you're not expecting it or something and they move, they smoke you with their head. Oh my God.
Well, to be fair, I mean, fucking a lot of people like they just think of cows as cows, but I think about them like fucking how many pounds of fucking anger that shit is.
Well, they're not necessarily angry, but if you're like out in the field or something, you know, spreading hay around for them to eat, like straw or whatever, because the grass is really short, and then you're down there, right, and they come over and they start, you know, eating or whatever, and then you're not paying attention, and they pick their head up, and you bend down, and they hit you right in the face, or they hit you in the chest with their head. Their head's big, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, they might not be angry,
Knock
but
your
I
ass-
mean,
They'll
that's
knock
like,
your ass out.
That's like over 1,000 pounds of fucking animal. Like that could.
It's like
That could hurt you.
2,000. It's like 2,000.
Oh,
That's why, like, I never
35.
like if there's one sport I could never understand, it was bull riding. Why would you want to ride something that could fucking murder your ass?
That's the whole fun of it.
Fuck that.
You hang on for 8 seconds. If you can survive 8 seconds of your life and not die on an animal that could kill you and probably should kill you because you're an idiot for doing it in the first place. But I've seen guys get so hurt doing that, even on TV. Oh
Dude,
my
like
God.
every time I fucking think of bull riding, I'm just like, yep, Lane Frost. I'm not getting my testicles stepped on by a fucking bull.
Oh no.
I like my
What how he died was riding a bull.
Well, you know those bulls, and
Yeah,
they get that
no.
horn on you and fling you. Jesus Christ, they can fling you a
Well,
long ways.
Well, back when Lane Frost rode bulls, like back in that time, they weren't required to wear the vests they are now. Those vests are basically like a bulletproof vest. So even if you get like a horn in you, it won't go through it. Like it won't puncture it. It'll
No,
just
but
hurt.
you're gonna hurt. It's still the bruising
It's gonna
that's gonna
hurt.
be there.
You'll live. I mean, you'll live, but if you get stepped on anywhere else, you're kind of screwed. But like that vest protects you a lot. But like when Lane got killed, he was killed out in Cheyenne, and it was only because when he got thrown off just like any other time. They said, like the people that were there interviewed, it was just
So what
like
you
a
doing,
cough like normal.
Kenji?
But as he was coming off, the bull spun around and caught him right in the ribs with his horns, and it broke his rib and punctured his heart. Like it went into his heart. So you can see him kind of move, and then he just falls because he wasn't a big guy. He was only like 140 pounds. He wasn't a big dude. So it
Well,
was
yeah,
like,
I mean, I knew how he died. I'm just talking about, like, there was that time he fucking got knocked off and that bull stepped
Oh.
right on his junk and fucking...
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even want to think about that shit.
yeah, like almost tore him off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen guys like I've been watching it like on TV, and I saw a guy one time get
I
stepped
think I
on
got
his
everything
calf.
under control now,
Like on a
but
big
I gotta
calf
watch
muscle.
the food though.
He got stepped on so much. And
I
pinched
may
it
have to
so
get
much,
another,
he tried to push his
Biodome
muscle out through the
going,
back
I
of his
think.
leg.
I may.
I was like, ow, no,
I'm
you
too
can have
fucking
it.
old to worry about doing stupid shit like that.
there's guys that are older than me that still do it. I think, you know what I think would be worse though is like bronc riding, right? Right, riding a bronc, that would hurt, man. I like my junk too much to be doing crap like that. I'm good, thanks.
You don't need your junk after a certain point in life, so don't worry about it.
I don't think I'd want to have whiplash every time I, got on a horse, but whatever, to each their own.
Yeah, man, fucking, if they have fun doing it, go for it. I'm not gonna be doing that shit.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Thanks. I'll stick to racing. It's more fun. At least if I know something bad's gonna happen there, it's gonna happen quick. You know what I mean? Like, it's only gonna hurt for a minute because I'm either gonna die or I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah, that's true.
Matter of fact, the last time I was down in your neck of the woods there, Death, I saw a guy get killed.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they were racing at Oskaloosa, and
Oh yeah.
Keith Hutton saw that dude get absolutely just wrecked. That was bad. I will save you all the details, but if you really want to know, I'll tell you later.
I'll kind of pass on that, I'm not into the movies, those things like Faces of Death and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unfortunately he was a guy who knew what he was doing. It wasn't like it wasn't like he was a rookie and didn't know what he was doing. The guy had been driving race cars for 30 years. It just was a freak accident, basically. What it amounted to. It was just a really big freak accident, and unfortunately it cost him his life.
I'm gonna watch on that. 'Cause I'm
Worst
not
part
got
was his
much
wife
in there.
and daughter were there too.
I got to get a lab going. Well, let's see what we can do with that lab.
I felt more bad for them than I did, that I mean, I felt bad that something happened to him, but I felt more bad for his family being there, because they're from or New Zealand or whatever, and it's just like, why? Yeah, my sister lives down there, Oskaloosa or Ottumwa, I think. Ottumwa.
Yeah, about the same areas. Yeah, yeah.
Ottumwa. Yep. My mom lives down in Bloomington or one of them places, or near there anyway.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Bloomfield.
Yeah, she lives near there, somewhere down in there.
Okay, okay.
I haven't been down to see
down
her
around
for a while.
Centerville and all that area down there.
Yeah, she was living near Eldon, Iowa, and then she moved.
I had an aunt that lived in Eldon, so I know Eldon pretty well. Right outside Eldon's where you get that American Gothic. That's where that building is.
Yeah, that house still stands.
Yep, they've refurbished it. Yeah, it's there.
They have a big festival for it every year there too, don't they?
Yeah, I do believe they do. Yeah.
Yeah, when my mom lived in Eldon or near Eldon, she lived just if you go south on 16 there, you keep going on the highway. There's it was a little house off to the right past the bridge, just going south out of town.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
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 She doesn't live there anymore, but yep, first time I ever met her, I went down there and we went to the races and drank beer and hung out. And,
Yeah, and they had the Wapello State County Fair there and all that. That's kind of neat.
yeah.
Because the fairgrounds is right there outside Eldon.
Yeah, she moved closer to her mom and stuff, so because her mom was getting older.
We can get that lab built,
So,
then we can start
I
making
need to get
some.
down that way and see them all again. I haven't been down that way for
Get some
10
more med
years.
supplies. But I don't have any. Oh God, I gotta get another biodome going. God damn it! I didn't plan any medical supplies.
Yeah, there are death kits. I mean, I don't know exactly where you're at down there, but I mean, if I get down that way, I should probably see my sister and my family and stuff. But yeah, it'd be cool. Maybe if I get down that way often enough, I could go hang out, and eat or something.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, I live.
Just be careful.
I live in West Burlington, but
Be
it's
careful.
part of Burlington area. So
Just be careful, Death. He's always got a handy pouch of roofies, so you might wake up with no pants on.
That's okay.
hey,
It's not the first time I've woken up without pants. Won't be the last.
I went to a party once, came home in my underwear. So yeah, and my wife wanted to know where my pants were, and I couldn't tell you.
I went to a party one time, and by the end of the night, the hottest chick in the place was naked. And I woke up with all the guys that were there's girlfriends laying beside me on a pool table. Don't know how that happened.
Well, things like that happen. Don't try to explain it.
But they were all bigger than me. All the dudes, they were all way bigger than me. Could have absolutely made me one with that pool table. So I slowly snuck out and went home.
My little robot's about to die again. Nobody out there working. But we got ore being produced. That's a good thing. I gotta get medical supplies. I'm running out of those too. I got the spares stabilized. Now I gotta get medical supplies. I don't know how my biologists are going to react to that, but we'll see. They are whiny little beaches. They are whiny little beaches. One more metal and one more bioplasty. Here comes the metal now. Yeah. slow build-up is what it's going to be. It's just going to be a slow build-up. Covering my ass when I have to. Start adding something to be built. Yeah, Theora's on her way home now, so about 20 minutes I'll be calling the stream because we're going to go see John Wick 2. It is $5 movie day, so hey, it's not bad. Really don't have anything to trade. That kind of sucks. Go away till I have something to trade.
Okay, so like, how does that planet thing work? Like, do you start with anything, or do you just have to start from scratch?
Well, on this planet, you start with 2 workers, 2 biologists, 2 engineers, 1 med, and a carrier bot. Now, when you start on Mars, you have to get so many achievements to advance to the next planet. And then on the next planet, you get so many achievements to open the next planet up. And each planet gives you less and less and less to work with.
Basically, you'll land, when you first pick your planet, you'll land in a fucking pod, and the pod's got some resources in it, and then you can also tear the pod apart for extra resources to get you on your feet.
Oh, lovely.
Hey, that makes them more motivated. They know they're not leaving the fucking planet.
Right. Sorry, guys, your way out. It's mine now. No, you must work for me.
You motherfuckers work for me. I'm Space Jesus.
Jesus. Okay, that's a bad blind joke. It says "see you never," but it's spelled S-E-A.
Really?
Yeah, that's a terrible blind joke. Terrible.
You'll never hear me make a blonde joke. My wife's blonde, and I do not want to be on her end of the raft.
No, not blonde. Blind.
Blind joke? A blonde
Yeah,
joke?
blind.
I don't do blonde jokes either. And blind
You know,
jokes?
Yeah, blind jokes. Like somebody who's blind, like can't see.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that can't see.
Yeah, but I mean actually blind, like physically blind, like somebody who is like physically can't see, but they're like the joke was, and this is from somebody who is blind, right? Her name is Molly Burke,
Right.
and it says on the back of her shirt, "See you never," but the C is spelled S-E-A, like the ocean, instead of actually being able to see. I think it's kind of funny, but it's a really that's terrible. That's really terrible.
Well, at least she has a sense of humor.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, and the thing was, it wasn't like she wasn't born blind. Like she lost her sight at 14 because of some disease or whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm not one to like make jokes at like people's expense like that. You know, like that's just rude. But like, because I'm not one to be like, hey, oh, you're different. No, sorry, I can't. Like I don't care. I don't care if you have 3 toes and are blue. Like, so what?
Well, I was grocery manager at a place, and my best stalker was deaf. He had no distractions. No distractions. But now our manager come down there one time, seen him texting on his phone, wanted to take his phone away from him. I said, you can't take his phone. That's the only way for him to communicate with anybody. He has a notepad on there so he can type out what people are asking. He can answer them. They can, text him, stuff like that. He tried to take his phone away from him and said, then I can't communicate with him. But he was the best damn stalker I'd ever seen. That boy could throw some stock.
Well, yeah, because he didn't have any distractions. He just kept at it until it was done.
He had no distractions. That boy could throw some stock. I'm just saying.
Actually, one of the coolest race car drivers I ever met, he was deaf. His name was Greg Gunderson. He was from South Dakota.
Dense and all.
Coolest guy.
All right,
like everybody thought it was rude, right? If you knew him, like I knew him, like you could walk up to him if you wanted his autograph. Just walk up to him and turn your back to him. If you did that to anybody else, that'd be rude as hell, right? But like you just walked up to him and you could just knew he was writing, right? Like he knew what you wanted. It wasn't like, you know, but he was the coolest guy. I couldn't hear the car. It'd be louder than hell, but he didn't care.
God damn. Come on, wind, blow. Be a blowhard.
But yeah, he was a cool guy. I actually dated a girl once in a wheelchair. She was cool.
That would have its advantages and disadvantages right there. Because you get mouthy and just run away.
Yeah, except she was faster than me. She had wheels, man. She didn't have to walk.
Just make sure you go through some tight areas.
I couldn't, man. Like I couldn't do that. Like, and I wasn't one to like be like, "Hey, can I do that for you?" You know, like she was, like she needed to reach something or whatever. I just didn't say anything. I just let her do it because I was just like, "All right," you know. Like, I found out like last year or the year before she was killed in a car accident, which sucked. But
yeah,
what do? Downside of dating a girl in a wheelchair is if you fucking ever get a hand job from her, if you say something piss her off, she'll rip that motherfucker off.
This is what I didn't.
Yeah, she has. Yeah, that arm strength has got to be pretty damn strong.
Oh my god! Like, and this is what I also didn't understand is that like her bed was the most comfortable thing to lay in. Like it was like sleeping on a cloud. I'm like, you can't even feel. Like in my head, I'm just like, Jesus, you can't even feel this. Why is your bed so goddamn comfortable? Why? Yeah, she wasn't in her wheelchair her whole life. She ended up being in a wheelchair like in high school or something. Like she had something happen where caused her to be in a wheelchair. But she was cool.
Dumbass broke his leg.
Her name was Allie. Super hot too. Oh my god. I was like, why are you going out with me? I'm like not even half as cool as you. You know.
Because most people wouldn't. Doesn't matter how hot you are. Most people are so stuck up. Fucking, they see somebody with any kind of defect, and it's fucking throws them off. Like
you're done. Well, they don't know how to like. It's like people don't know how to deal with it. You know, like, you know, like if somebody came up to you, right, or you met somebody who was like, you know, disabled, but you knew like they were capable of being an adult just like anybody else. You know, like. Why not? Like that's my thinking is like why not, you know? Like what makes them different? So what? They they maybe can't see or they can't hear or whatever. You just adapt to be able to,
Well,
and their mentality is, "Oh, I don't want anybody to adapt to be able to do this for me." So or be able to communicate,
Well, most people like that, they're capable of living their life and doing things.
Yeah, they're very capable.
A lot of times, I'll let them decide if they want me to help them. All they got to do is ask. And I tell them that if you ever need help, just ask. I don't offer, they have to ask.
Well, it pretty much goes up to the fact that like 95% of the human race are stuck up pieces of shit. Shallow motherfuckers.
Yeah, there's this. Unfortunately, the world is that way, and that sucks. But there's really a lot more like. If people spent more time to be good to each other, I think the world could be a lot different place, but that doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
Shit, when I was a kid, I was hoping by like fucking, when it was this close to fucking 2020, I was hoping we'd have some Star Trek shit, but nope.
Oh, it'll be soon. We'll have robots that drive cars and trucks, and all those people will be out of jobs. And it'll be there.
I'm talking about like the fucking like no need for money, like all the fucking countries of the world banded together, but we can't quit killing each other enough to fucking ever do that.
Well, if you make the Middle East a glass factory, you'd solve half the problem.
Yeah, but that's assuming they're all bad, and they're not all bad.
But they're not. That's the thing is like 95% of the people that live there, I would say a good 95% of the people that live in those countries are so poor and so afraid and so terrified because they live in fear all the time of what's going to happen to them. Are they going to be able to eat? Are they going to be able to do this? Are they going to be able to do that? And in some of those countries, women aren't even considered citizens. They're like considered a pet. Like that's how they're treated. It's horrible.
Pets are property.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't. That's what I'm saying though, is the women in those countries should be treated as equals instead of like a second-class citizen. You know what I mean? Like here, even in our own country, as advanced as we are,
Well,
it's still that way.
thing
Women
is,
don't
though,
get paid as much as men, you know?
but they're not every Muslim nation is like that. You know, you have Jordan. Jordan's a little bit more moderate than most.
Well, yeah, like there's some modern countries, but like you know they're coming around slowly but surely. But like a lot of those countries, a lot of those people live in fear in a constant war torn, just beat up place.
Right, they do.
You know, like if we had to live that way, we would freak out. In all honesty, I don't know how people made it through the Civil War in this country. I really don't.
Well, if they could raise up, like fucking mobilize, raise up, and get rid of most of the fucking radical motherfuckers that are in their countries, like that would solve a lot of problems. Because that's the only reason most of them are in the same state they are, is because those fucking motherfuckers want to keep their countries in the fucking Stone Age instead of letting them progress.
Yeah, but the problem is that those people have all the money.
Yeah, but
Yep, that is exactly the problem.
They have all the money, and then they get other countries to give them more stuff like guns and trucks and whatever else they need, so it just continues. They've been fighting that same battle for 3,000 years. Either get over it or shut up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just agree to disagree that you guys believe in different things and just move on with life, you know? Like,
well, it's like too many people are just like, they're fucking ignorant, and everybody thinks like fucking Islam's like this fucking a war causing nasty fucking religion, but it's not. Muslims are fucking like some of the most generous and the most fucking hospitable fucking people in the world.
But the problem is the radicals have the money and the power. That's the problem.
Yep.
that's the problem.
The radicals are batshit crazy, but I mean, look, I mean, fucking radical Christians are fucking batshit crazy too. I mean,
Oh yeah.
any
Hey,
radical's
listen,
crazy.
hey, don't be throwing Westboro Baptist Church into this, man.
Why not?
Those fucking idiots
They're crazy
fucking
bastards. Did you know? Did you know that I actually saw a video the other day on YouTube of there was like 300 Marines standing outside this like guy's funeral, this military guy's funeral, and the Westboro Baptist Church was so scared they wouldn't even protest across the street. They just left. They're like, I'm like, shut up, just shut up.
And there's jerk offs like those guys that are causing problems, fucking burning Korans and shit. And I'm like, really?
Yeah, like if you don't agree with somebody's, like, that's why religion and politics and all those things are so touchy for people, because people have such strong opinions about, you know, religion and politics and whatever. Like honestly, if I wanted to go watch a bunch of monkeys screw each other and screw shit up, like, and be, you know, self-centered, I'd go to the zoo. You know what I mean? Like, I'd go to the zoo. I don't need to see it on TV. You
Right?
know?
Go sit in Congress.
Yeah, I don't want to go. Yeah, go sit in Congress for a day. You'll get all the entertainment you want.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
free. I could just go to the zoo and see the same thing, because you know what a group of
Right.
gorillas is called? A Congress.
Sounds about right.
I can't even make that. No, you can look that up.
No, I'm saying fucking that was never a
Oh,
word. There's never a word that was more accurate than that.
And then, like, when it comes to religion, like, my personal thing is, believe what you want. Like, I'm not going to say, hey, you're wrong for believing what you believe in. No, because if you actually break it down, it's not about, like, killing each other or whatever. It's about peace and trying to be happy.
Well, that's my
And compassion for your fellow
that's
man.
the way I am on
Yeah.
everything. I'm like, you
So
fucking
why-
like. That's my belief on religion. That's my belief on politics. That's my belief on fucking like the lesbian and gay thing. Like, fuck it. If that's what you want to do and that makes you happy, cool. Just don't try to push your fucking. Don't push that shit on me. Like, if you want to believe that shit in the privacy of your own home, go for it. But don't try to make me fucking convert, and don't try to push your beliefs on me. Like, as long as you don't try to do that, I'm cool with fucking about anything you could fucking believe. Fucking go for it.
That reminds me of a time I actually went out with another friend of mine. Not Slow, but another friend of mine, and we saw these, like, he looked over and he saw these two guys kissing, and I was like, he like freaked out, and I was like, dude, that happens all the time around here. like, and it wasn't like we weren't here, like where I live. It was like in another state, and he was like freaking out, and I was like, that's normal here, man. Like, just get over it. Like,
Yeah,
who
I mean,
cares?
It's two dudes kissing. I mean, as long as I don't have to walk down the street and see like two dudes blowing each other, like
Right.
I'm cool. Like fucking
Like,
go
whatever.
For it.
I don't care if they hug each other, hold hands, and kiss. I don't care. When it comes to their sex, it should be in a closed room, away from everybody else, just
Yeah,
like
if you're
everybody
gonna do
else
that,
is.
do it, yeah, private, yeah.
As long as I ain't gotta walk down the street and see swinging dicks, I don't really give a shit. Go for it.
Yeah, like I don't get, but then in that whole community, right? There's a double standard, right? Like socially acceptable, social acceptance. Two girls in the lesbian gay community is more acceptable, socially acceptable.
Exactly.
than two guys. There's a double standard, right? And then like wasn't the double standard too is in America, right? In just normal society, not normal society, but like in straight society, heterosexual society. If you see an interracial couple, oh my god, right? Like that was a big deal. That's still a big deal. Who cares? It's a dude and a chick. Who gives a crap?
Yeah, I don't really.
I don't
give a
care.
shit.
I don't care what color a man is and all that. He's still a man. It depends on how he treats me, how I treat him, and that's how I work my life.
Exactly. That's how everybody should. But unfortunately, people don't. They put all their personal, like, okay, fine, you're entitled to your personal opinion. You're entitled to your own beliefs, whatever. Right? But like, don't be a dick about it. Like, just like the motto of life should just be, don't be a dick. You know, like.
Yep.
Yeah, like Will Wheaton said, don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick. It's that simple. Like just be happy. Like if someone is happy and they enjoy their life, be happy for them.
Well, and
The
here's
U.S. is
go ahead.
U.S. is great, but in some ways, like we're stuck back in the fucking 1930s, and it fucking sucks. But
In some respects,
We're
yes.
stuck- well-
But the problem that is that the older generation who is that way, they're the ones who have the voting power and the power. Once that clears, that will start to reset a little bit. So give it time, but it will.
Once
my
we get
grandpa-
the baby boomer generation just needs to like, I hate to say it, just hurry up and age. So
Well, I
like,
mean,
Well, it's not so much it's not so much the lower end of the baby boomers that are that way, but it is the older side of it that remember how they
Well,
grew
yeah,
up.
because-
Yeah.
well, yeah, I mean that was the generation. That was the. I mean, if you look at the people who are in charge now, that was the product. Like my parents are a product of the baby boomer generation, right? And the early end of it, like the early side of it. So they're very much their mentality is, you go to the same job and you do the same thing whether you like it or not, and you just suck it up and deal with it because you have to do what you have to do to, it's the old way of thinking. But then because they're of that generation, they became of age, right? Like 18, right? Graduated from high school in the late 60s. Mid to late 60s.
Right.
So then that changes your whole mentality, right? You have this old way mentality of work hard, do what you have to do, be good to people, a handshake
And-
is a deal, that kind of generation.
Correct. And he also grew up in a segregated society. And that's
Yeah,
during
and-
that period it was starting to be unsegregated.
Yeah, so the mentality changed, right? So by the time they became adults legally, right? Legal adults, 18, 19 years old, graduated from high school or in college, the mentality changed completely. Like Vietnam was going on, like the U.S. was just kind of gnarly at the
All
time.
right. It looks like this is going to be a slow growth here, so I'm going to go ahead and call my streams. I got a movie to go to in about a half hour,
Situations
so
where it was like Kent State, right? Students getting killed.
everyone
by the
take
military
care.
or
Have a
National
good
Guard
day.
because
I will be back on tomorrow
protest,
at 1
which was
and see if we can take this a little
No,
further,
the protest
and
was
we'll
stupid,
see how
but,
that goes.
the,
So
the fact that
everyone
somebody was
take
killed
care. Have a
because
good
of it,
day,
even though
good
they're
night,
entitled to it
evening, whatever
in
it
the
is where you
Constitution,
are.
which doesn't make any sense.
And that even means for you, Kenji.
Like,
You know
the
that.
fact that
All
the
right?
military would basically just
So
blow
please
it
hang
off.
in there
And
and
then you
tic
had
tac. You have a good
Kennedy's
day.
assassination in
Mr.
the
Mad, you
60s.
have a good day.
You had-
Good to meet
there
you.
was just so much going
You
on
have a
in
good
the
day.
60s and,
But I will be back on
kinda into the
tomorrow.
70s. It's
One
just
Central
like,
Standard Time to
what is
finish
going
this
on,
up.
Like
So
even
please
today,
hang in there,
the
and I'll
civil
see
rights
you all
thing,
tomorrow.
We thought it was solved. It's not. It still isn't. And it probably never will be.